I had an incident where I was driving in my car and had a motorcycle that passed me so fast that I didn't see him, I didn't hear him, and it scared me. It showed me how much I really did not know about safe driving on a motorcycle. Probably the most important piece of equipment is the helmet, naturally to protect you in any environment that you have. But safety goes a lot further than that. The jacket, for example, is a riding jacket, which has preventions for the elbows and so forth, that if you fall, it takes the impact. And gloves is another one that people tend to forget about. Gloves are not just for look, they are helping to protect you. If you do happen to fall, you put your hand down, it would take the impact of the pavement that you would fall on. The other thing it does is help for sunburn. People don't think about it, but when you're riding, your hand's exposed, you will get sunburn when you're riding all day with it. Riding boots are very important. Again, so if you put your foot down, it's going to take the impact of the contact with the pavement during an incident. Latest technologies, anti-lock brakes is probably the biggest thing that comes into play, especially on a bike. Your braking power is on the front wheel, so if it does not lock up, it gets you much better braking power. But bikes have come a long ways over the years. There's so many safety features that are built into them. Like I stated earlier, the driving lights, the computer to me that's on the bikes now helps with planning my trips. It will allow me while I'm driving to see road hazards and the different changes that are happening in the road so that we can properly plan our ride around the different hazards that happen. So everything you get in your phone, that you get in your car, so forth, is available now on the motorcycle. If you're going to talk on the phone, we now have communication, but you don't have to reach out and actually touch the phone in any kind of way. It can do it totally automatically. You should do a pre-inspection on your motorcycle every time that you ride it, but especially at the beginning of the season. We put our motorcycles away. They were running fine when we put them away, but you pull it out, just make sure you do a full inspection. Probably the biggest thing that I see overlooked is the tires. We take it out of storage, we change the oil, we do different things like that, but the tires is something that people forget. You have a tire that's 10 years old, the tread may be good because a lot of people don't ride a lot of miles, but the integrity of the rubber of the tire is not where it should be. So it's not just wear and tear like on an automobile, it's also the age of the tire that comes into play. And if you're riding on a bad tire, you're just expecting problems. Riding in this morning, I had an incident where I was cruising down the middle of interstate and had a biker that passed me and naturally is cutting in and out of traffic and cut between two vehicles, which is illegal, first off, and it's dangerous. The driver may not see you there at all, and you're trying to cut between them to get to your destination quicker, and it's always going to be bad for the motorcycle. So it's very important to dress appropriately to be able to increase your vision for other drivers. On my motorcycle, for example, I have added some extra features to it to make myself more visible to other riders. I added driving lights so that they will see them during the day. I also added some strobes and some blinking flashing lights for the brake light, which helps for somebody coming up behind you. Probably the best way to improve your riding skills, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned rider, is to take a defensive driving course that's available at most of your dealers here in Baton Rouge. Very informative. I've been riding for 45 years now. The first one that I took, I kind of thought I knew most of things about riding, but I learned a lot from the courses. Driving defensively, thinking what that person may be attempting to do and having your plan before they do it. So if they're coming to a stop sign, you see them, prepare for that they don't stop, that they don't see you. I think the knowledge that you gain, whether you're a beginner or an experienced rider, plays a very big role in driver safety, biker safety. I took the course myself, had been riding for many, many years, and it was very informative. I learned more than I thought. At the scene, I would say get as much information as you possibly can. Don't admit guilt or innocence in the event. And then afterwards, I would take appropriate action. Slow down for the conditions that you're riding in. Raining, as we know in cars, it's much more traction is not good, slippery when you're riding. Same thing in a motorcycle. It becomes 4 times as important to slow down, anticipate your moves. As I say, when you're anticipating the drivers as well, anticipate their action much deeper as you're doing it. so that you have more time to react.